Okay, so now I'm going to flip it over onto the foil. And voila! It's into a nice loaf. I don't have to do that whole. Hey guys, so today I'm going to make a simple recipe. It's meatloaf. So right here I have 2 pounds of turkey meat. I'm doing turkey meatloaves today. So I have 2 pounds of turkey meat in here, and now I'm going to just add all the ingredients to this bowl. Right now I'm going to add some black pepper. Meatloaf is very delicious. I love meatloaf. My daughter really loves meatloaf. I'm really making this for her because I'm not eating meatloaf right now, but it is so delicious, so flavorful. Right now I'm putting some crushed red peppers. I'm putting in some parsley. I usually use fresh parsley, but right now all I have is the dry one, so that's what I'm going to use today. I use a lot of parsley, so I'm going to throw some more. So I'm going to put some parsley flakes in there. You can see it coming through when you cut the meatloaf. And I have some garlic powder. Some all-purpose seasoning. Paprika. Now, turkey is a very bland kind of meat, you know, so you have to season it well. I'm not going to put too much seasoning because I don't want to like overpower it with the seasoning, but you want to season it well. So now I'm going to put in some Worcestershire sauce. And some Cajun seasoning. Okay, so now I'm going to put in like a half of an onion. Some Dijon mustard. I have some homemade barbecue sauce that I made, so I'm going to put a little of that in here. I'm going to put in a little Lorry seasoned salt. And some breadcrumbs. And one more ingredient, an egg. And I have one more ingredient, some milk. The milk makes it really nice and moist. You know, turkey is already moist, so once you add this milk, it's so good. And now I'm going to mix this with my hand. Make sure you wash your hands and just start mixing. Let's get everything mixed together. I sometimes put bell peppers in these, but I'm not putting bell peppers today. But sometimes I put bell peppers in my meatloaf. So you want to make sure everything is incorporated. I'm actually going to add a little more breadcrumbs. So that was half a cup I added, so I'm just going to add another half a cup. And you don't want to mix this too much because you don't want it to be too firm, so you just make sure everything is blended in. Trick I'm going to do, sometimes I just put the meatloaf on here and just form it with my hand, but today I'm going to try a little trick. I'm going to put it in there, in this pan. This loaf pan. spread it out. So now I'm going to flip it over onto the foil. And voila! It's into a nice loaf. I don't have to do that whole, straighten it out with my hand. And now I'm going to make a little glaze to put over. Glaze to put over it. I have some barbecue sauce. As I said, this is homemade barbecue sauce. I have some brown sugar. And this is my secret ingredient. I put in some pasta sauce. Some garlic powder. Paprika. And I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire again. A little pepper flakes. We like spicy food, so pepper flakes is a must. And then I'm going to add in some honey. Gotta have the honey. Now I'm going to just mix all of this together. And just pour it over the meatloaf. Now I have the oven preheating at 350 and I'm going to bake this for 1 hour. So it's going to take its time and bake. There won't be a lot of grease releasing from this because it's turkey. So that's what I like about using turkey meat. It's a very lean meat. So I'm going to put half of the glaze now, and then I'm going to take it out coming down to the end and then put some more on there. Look at that. Alright. Now my meatloaf is out of the oven. I'm going to check it and see if it is cooked. I'm going to put this in, see if it's up to 165 degrees. Yep, it's 186, so it's all cooked. So now I'm going to put the rest of this glaze on there and then put it on broil for like 5 minutes. And then the meatloaf will be ready to eat. Well, not for me to eat, but for Naya to eat. I'm going to put all that glaze back on there. I took the meatloaf out of the oven. I'm going to let it rest for like 15 minutes. So this is the meatloaf. Look at how delicious that looks. Now let's cut it. Have it, my delicious meatloaf. Hope you try this recipe. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Bye. Thanks for watching.